You ready for this? Every single RV ever built is a big pile of crap because they use LIPPERT components or a subsidiary of LIPPERT or a company that's under the LIPPERT umbrella. So LIPPERT is such the biggest piece of crap on God's green earth that they have ruined the RV industry. At least that's what people want you to think, because it's a very popular negative subject that is brought up on almost every single Reddit, Quora, YouTube video. Anybody that's talking negative about something that occurred to them or something that occurred to a neighbor or something maybe that was experienced by someone that made a video on YouTube or TikTok, maybe even Instagram. But the reality is very different from that. The reality may actually shock you. Welcome to HB RV Lifestyle, the podcast. I'm the host, the Honey Badger, here to give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business, as well as some other things. The truth behind that comment, because there is a truth behind it. There isn't like it's completely negatively false. The truth behind it is components on anything from televisions to cars to trucks to side-by-sides to boats to basically this microphone I'm holding to the telephone that I'm recording this on. Eventually something is going to fail on them. Nothing is foolproof. And what happens is when you're spending, and I'm going to give you a great example. Now, this is not picking on Brinkley. This is something that is just a good example, okay? I got an email from somebody that said their Furrion air conditioner keeps on breaking on them on their Brinkley, and they keep blaming Brinkley for it, okay? Brinkley is a big piece of crap because of this air conditioner. Well, no, the air conditioner needs to be replaced or fixed, okay? Now, exterior seals, roof issues, that's all application problems at the factory. But when it comes to the components, nothing is foolproof. Nothing is... I always say these things have earthquake on wheels. They really are. Now, there's a lot of people out there, oh, well, just build it better. Okay, tell that to the guys that own a Jaguar. There's a joke about Jaguar. Jaguar, you have to own two. One where you drive around while the other one's in the shop. That's a big, expensive product. Oh, how about Rolls-Royce? Oh, build them like they build Rolls-Royces. Do you understand the maintenance cost to keep the warranty intact for Rolls-Royce? Do you know what they require you to do to have a supercar or a luxury car? This is my argument. This is why I get upset at people like Liz Amazing. I get upset because you say the words, build it like you'd build a Lamborghini. Okay, let's say the manufacturer did that. If the manufacturer did that, the cost would be astronomical, and then you'd have the maintenance requirements to keep any of the warranty would be exactly what Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, and all these companies would make you do. Any supercar, number one, is a low mileage vehicle. You're not supposed to drive it more than 5,000 or 6,000 miles a year. If you actually read the owner's manuals, a lot of the supercars, they don't recommend you putting more than 7,000 or 8,000 miles a year on the car. So the reality is yes, you can make it probably more of a cloud going down the road. You could. It's a possibility. You could make the perfect suspension in the world. Things are still going to fail in the RV, especially if you don't do the proper maintenance, and especially if you don't do the proper work, and especially if you have the too high of expectations. Now, there are some folks out there that have emailed me or commented or DM'd me the comment, well, this is why I buy used, because I want to get through all that stuff. It doesn't matter if you buy new or used. The only reason why to buy used is, number one, money. You want a more expensive unit for a cheaper price, okay? Number two is maybe, and this is just throwing it out there, maybe you want to make it your own style. Maybe you want to gut it, redo all the cabinets, redo all the bedding, redo the floor plan a little bit to fit your style, and you can't see yourself spending $120,000 on a Cedar Creek and having to gut it. You'd rather spend 20 grand on some other fifth wheel brand that's a similar floor plan and be able to have the money to gut it and redo it. Okay. Now, the reality of this whole situation is Lippert is not the problem. The biggest problem in our industry, the biggest problem in the RV industry is we don't have enough of those people that are happy talking about their happy experience. The only thing that we get, and I talked about this in length in another episode, but let me throw another curveball at it. A lot of times when I go talking to any business owner, they always say that the Armageddon type of stuff, the worst customers are the ones you remember. You never remember the best customers. You always remember the worst customers. You always remember the worst experiences. So, and the biggest issue that I see is we have too much of this bullshit when it comes to brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors are ruining the RV industry because it looks too fake. It looks too manufactured. It's not their fault. It's not the people running the channel's fault. You got a lot of these folks that are awesome people. It's nothing to do with them personally. It has to do with the way corporations, and yes, Miles, corporations control content. And they control the way content is presented. It doesn't matter if it's a dealership, a manufacturer of the RV, a bank, a credit union, a parts manufacturer, a battery manufacturer. It doesn't matter. They do not want traditional reality. They want manufactured reality. So the problem is it looks too manufactured. That's the biggest problem. And the problem with that is when you have the people that are sitting on the fence of whether to do this or not, and they see a real person sitting in front of them on YouTube telling them that their fifth wheel frame snapped, telling them their roof collapsed, telling them that the dealer won't help them, telling the manufacturer's ignoring them. When you have that, that is real and raw. That's the reason why we have channels like Liz Amazing, why we have Wingman Wisdom. If we are actually in reality, they would not be needed. They would be doing something else. But because we are in a manufactured content creation era where everything is verbalized in a scripted manner, it makes it harder for the people that are sitting on the fence whether to join this lifestyle to join in, because they're like, well, I mean, I got one guy on one end of things screaming and yelling that Lippert is a big pill of shit, and Lippert said they're not going to help me with their frame, and Lippert's not going to help me with this, and Lippert's not going to help me with that, and Forest River won't stand behind their product, and Keystone won't stand behind their product, and Brinkley's lying to me, and Grand Design is doing this, and Winnebago's doing that, and Arctic Fox is doing this. I mean, you have all of this just utter, I call it garbage, being spewed out of somebody's mouth that's having a really tough time, and there's no balance because they're mad, because they're angry, because they spent a bunch of freaking money and nobody's helping them. They feel like they've been abandoned. That is more real to someone watching than all this manufactured, edited bullshit that brand ambassadors put out there, that corporate RV dealership YouTubers put out there. And yes, Josh the RV Nerd, Matt's RV Reviews, Miles RV, all these guys are corporate, but there's 63 of them. It's not just them, they're just the biggest names. So it's easier to recognize them. But there are others out there that are doing the same, they are doing a worse job of, oh my God, this Coleman 17B, you could live in this thing. It's so beautiful and wonderful, and it's got all this stuff to it. I mean, I know they just went back to a propane heater not that long ago because Keystone thought it was an idiotic thing to just have a fireplace. But, you could practically live in a 17B Coleman for $12,995. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that gets released. So you either get this manufactured bull crap, this manufactured baloney content, Or you get the real people that are screaming and yelling to high heaven that nobody's helping them. And there's no one in between. And I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. Yes, we all know I'm kind of in the middle. And some of you feel like I don't give the manufacturers enough foot up their ass. Well, to me, I have to have some balance with it, okay? I have to give you the good with the bad. Everybody thinks I have an axe to grind with Brinkley. I have no axe to grind with Brinkley. I have an axe to grind with stupidity. When stupidity calms down and we stop saying stupid shit in a car, in a $200,000 car, and stop calling me names, then it's over for me. We're good. Stop telling everybody you're the best thing since sliced bread and just focusing on your problems and fix your problems. I'm going to go moonwalk my way to the next thing. Okay, Brinkley is not my life. Grand Design's not my life. Forest River's not my life. But the reality is if we don't, as an industry, start figuring out how to get the real people that love the lifestyle, love the rigs, enjoy everything about them, if we don't get more balance from those people, the actual owners of Class A motorhomes, Class B motorhomes, fifth wheels, everything from a Coleman 17B to a Lux fifth wheel. And yes, I'm including the folks because there's over 11,000 Coleman 17Bs sold last year between Aspen Trail, Coleman, and Colorado. They're all the same product, by with a different fucking sticker on them. Okay? So between all those, there was 11,000 sold. Does that mean all 11,000 people absolutely hate life in a Coleman 17B? No. Do I think there's better products out there? Yes. But there's some people in the world that can only afford a $99 a month payment. Okay, and for those of you, well, don't buy an RV unless you pay cash. I mean, you should only be able to pay cash for things. Well, if everybody could only pay cash for things, then nobody would do it. Okay, because our dollar is debt. I don't care what anybody says. Our dollar is debt. It is not real. It is not backed by anything but fairy dust. It's a fugazi. It's fairy dust. Because if the world economics, the world electronics of the world, the internet went down, social media went down, everything died tomorrow because of an electromagnetic pulse across the world, your dollar is worth enough toilet paper and fire starter. Your gold and silver is worth as much as it can be melted down and make into other things. Your Bitcoin, pobrecita, gone. It doesn't mean shit. So for those of you that want to take loans out because you're smart, because you have the cash, congratulations. If you want to pay cash for everything because that's the way you do things, fine. Don't pick on people that finance them. Don't pick on manufacturers or dealers or anybody else in any other world. Don't pick on people because they can't pay cash. You're telling them that basically because they don't have any money in the bank because of what might have occurred. Maybe they have hospital bills. Maybe they've got a big mortgage. Maybe they're sending their kids to college. Whatever the case may be, you're telling somebody, well, you can't own an RV because you can't afford it in cash. You know what? That's the wrong attitude to have. And I'm going to lose subscribers over that. And take a hike if you don't like what I have to say. I don't care. This is education. This isn't to make people nice and friendly and kumbaya. So the reality is very different from fiction. So is the final thought of this is Lippert the problem? No. Is Brinkley RV the problem? No. Is Forest River RV the problem? No. The problem is us. It is a nucleus of the problem. It is all the RV manufacturers, lump in Brinkley, lump in Grand Design, lump in Arctic Fox, lump in Outdoors RV, lump in all of them, Genesis Supreme RV, the whole 9 yards. It's the entire RV manufacturing. It is Lippert. It is BAL. It is every company, every dealership, every consumer, every salesperson, every content creator. It is summed up by the word us. We are all the problem because we want attention. It's like Lil Wayne says, I went to get attention, but attention paid me. So since attention pays people, we have two ways of going about it. We either take advantage of the disadvantaged people who are going through the shittiest time of their life because they're having whatever rig they bought break down. I don't care if it's a truck, a fifth wheel, a motorhome, a boat. We take people who are having a hugely bad time getting something done. A manufacturer or some warranty company is not helping them, a dealer is not helping them, a repair center is not helping them, and we take advantage of those people, put them on podcasts, clip all their shit to death, and we go make a bunch of money on ad revenue on it. Okay, and then on the other side of things, we have controlled content that is basically made to serve the purpose of selling a product. And it's not just the RV manufacturers or the RV dealerships. This is cars. This is boats. This is televisions. This is appliances. This is Home Depot. This is Lowe's. This is Walmart. This is Target. Nobody is immune from this. No one is going to ever be immune from this. Okay? And we don't have enough people in the middle. We do not have enough people that come out and tell you, hey, by the way, I own a 3100Z Brinkley, and I'm super happy with it because even though my roof is maybe a little crinkled or whatever, everything works. I love the storage, I love the living space, and I love how it tows. Or somebody owns a Flagstaff, a Forest River Flagstaff 25 FKS. Love the front kitchen. I love that it's 26 feet in total length. I love that the bathroom, the living space, and the bedroom all feel like separate areas. We do not have enough people talking about the actual reality of things. We have people that talk about how wonderful and sunshine and rainbow shit is, and then we have on the other side people that are absolutely devastated by all these problems. So that is what the problem is. So everybody stop blaming Lippert. Yes, I give Lippert crap. Yes, I have given Jason Lippert crap. I will continue to give them crap when they deserve it. But that is not the biggest problem in the industry. We are.